Om Shanti. A few weeks ago, somebody had put across a question. And it's a very practical question. And he was asking, Sister, when I have all the good intentions in my life, and I want to really bring benefit to others, how is it I don't see those kind of results? You know, I work for it, I put my heart into it, and then I see that things are not happening in the way that it has to, and so then I'm upset and I don't believe in positivity. I don't believe in, keeping myself that clear that I'm going to get it. So, what is it that I'm doing that is going wrong? Yeah? If someone were to ask you that question, what answer would you give? There's a whole lot of people out there who have the same kind of a situation where they have very high intentions to achieve and do better, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in career. It may be a small little task, but they want to do well. But then when it really comes to it, then, probably it doesn't really happen the way you want it. So what do you think is wrong? What do you feel? What comes into your mind? Yeah? It is? Okay. And methodology is wrong. Okay. Huh? What is wrong? Timing may be wrong. Okay. Maybe they are too much of a hurry to get it done and see the results there. Any more thoughts out there? Expectation. You're not satisfied enough. Self? Okay. Any more? Attached to the problem. They're stuck to the problem. And you were saying? There is a need for more persistence. Maybe very rigid in wanting the way they want it, and they can't see what they're getting. Now see, I don't know how much of a height this stage is, right? It could be 3 feet, probably around 3 feet. Now the thing is, I made all the effort to climb quite a few steps there to come and sit here. All of you, you don't mind me saying it, but you have not made that much effort. You've walked in comfortably and you've come and you have seated yourself there. So I have made about 6 steps effort than you, so I have the best view possible. Yes? So I've climbed up these 3 feet, and so I can see all of you, but none of you have the view that I have. So should I enjoy this moment or not? Should I? Khushi manao ki nahi manao? Manana chahiye? Now, okay. Now, if I have reached this 6 feet, let us say this 3 feet, and I'm not happy, will I be happy when I reach 6 feet? Not possible. This is a training. 1 feet height happiness determines, there is guarantee and there's assurance that by the time you reach your 3rd feet or 4th feet, you will be happy. This is guaranteed. This is training. Right? So the thing is, if I'm not able to count what is happening, what I'm receiving, and I'm only seeing what I'm not getting, this is not a balanced outlook. A loving heart always tells you, look what you got. What a lovely thing. You should really enjoy what you have. There was someone who got a Young Scientist Award. from, at that time, from President Abdul Kalam. So I called him up and I said, congratulations, Varun, you got the Young Scientist Award. What a lovely opportunity you got. He said, Didi, ये कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. What do you mean, बड़ी बात नहीं है? It is a badi baat. You're getting it from the president, the award. I mean, that's wonderful, isn't it? He said, no, 20 और लोग को भी मिला. So even if they all got it, but I know you, and I'm very happy to know you. When I can't enjoy these moments, and I can't see what I'm receiving continuously, I don't have that vision to see. So the moment where I can really, really know that I'm on this 3 feet height, I'll always see that I'm below the 6 feet. I always mention this when I was studying in school. So just outside the school premises, there was this slope. And you can climb up and you can have the best view of Hyderabad. So as you climb up, even a few steps, and then you can still have a view. By the time you reach on top, you have the best view possible. So myself and a few friends of mine, we would all climb up after school hours. And it just would happen that we had a few girls in our group who were not really keen climbing up. So they'd keep saying, और कितना चढ़ना है, और कितना चढ़ना है, अरे छोड़ो तो सही, you get the best view. So every time we would stop, they're really not enjoying. See how much we have to climb. And by the time we reach on to the top, you can see everything. I mean, almost the whole Hyderabad. And it's a lovely sight. So, and we are enjoying, we're looking at everything there. And these girls would be sitting there, cribbing. They would say, देखो कितना उतरना है देखो अभी. The effort that I make, whatever effort I make, whether at work, whether in a relationship, with anything you make, instantly you're able to experience the benefit. You should be. Not out there, here. There is someone who is, is doing very bad in his business right now. Very bad. It was all over the newspapers back in Hyderabad. So one of our senior sisters went up to him and she said, don't worry, everything will be all right. All your problems will go away, She just gave that little, kind of feeling that he would feel some support. Said, ab chinta nahi karo. He looked at the senior sister and he said, kaun se problem? What problem? Problem to khatam ho gaye. She said, what do you mean? I mean, it's there all over the newspapers that you're in real bad situation in your business. How come you're saying that it's okay? He said, Benji, the problems are there, but they're over here. Yeah, khatam ho gaya. So to have that balance, to know that this is reality, but I don't let my intellect and my feeling and everything get caught up in it. But to know there is this little eye of the storm, my own little secret world that I keep that calm. And that doesn't come instantly like that. It comes with a little practice. What I have been talking to myself for a period of time, for a long period of time. Yeah. So somebody was telling, what is the best way to manage? And I said, you know what? You can do a lot, the balance is get a lot of things done, do a lot, but think very less. If you're thinking as much as you're doing, even if you receive something great, you won't feel great. Because there's so much energy invested unnecessarily. Now you're all sitting here comfortably, I'm sure. Now I won't let you go for another 1 hour, whether you like it or not. You have to listen to me. Now while sitting here, that you know pretty well is going to go on till 5:30, we're sitting here and you are thinking, I wonder what I will do after 5:30. I wonder what is there for dinner here today. You won't be knowing what is there for dinner till it is 7:30, and you can't walk out of here. Even if you walk out, you won't know. But when a thought cannot be followed by a positive action, it's a waste thought. When we invest so much of these waste thoughts, we lose energy and there is imbalance. There's a lot of imbalance. And any extremity is a weakness. If you say, I love it so much, I have so much love, too much of it is bothersome. Somebody was telling me, sister, I need to get a job somewhere away from home. And I said, you're a single child, and why would you want to go away from home? I mean, it's good to be here, get a job in the city, you've got lovely opportunities here. Why would you want to go away? I said, sister, I have only one problem. What is it? He said, it is my mother's love. I mean, mother's love is good, no? As far as I would know. He said, no, it is suffocating. How is it suffocating? I said, eat, drink, sleep, get up. Continuously, she's after my case. And I don't think so I enjoy that. So I need little freedom. So when we contribute something too much time into things, it's not needed. You're thinking about something you want to solve right now, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Most times when you let go, you get the solution. You get that clarity. You understand what you have to do. You know where to go and what to do. There was this person who was sharing his little story, his experience about letting go. I don't really understand what his business is all about, but his business is about buying very bad industries and dividing it and selling it, something like that. So he did something politically, he voiced out some opinions which were very wrong, according to some political groups and corners, and so he was in trouble. He was in such a trouble that he had come to a point where he had to close his factory. Unless he gets this signature from one senator. This is in America, so he had to get it from the senator. And he's been trying so hard to reach him, and it was impossible. Every time he'll reach there, there's always a block, and said, no, you can't get through here, he's not available, he's not there. So it became very difficult for him. At that point of time, he got an invitation for a value-based business seminar organized by Brahma Kumaris in London. So they called him, why don't you come? Because you are all about values in business. And he really, really worked for values in his own business. So why don't you come over? So he said, I can't, because this is the situation I'm in, and I have to, get the signature from the senator, and it's so difficult, he's not available. They said, okay, when you think it's possible, please fly over, because it's starting from Friday, the seminar. And somehow, on Friday, he was there in our retreat center in London. He was there. So everybody went up to him and asked him, Ben, is it okay, like you're here? How did you manage it? Did you get the signature at all? He said, no, I've been working on this for 2 months, it didn't work out. And I thought the best thing I should do is to be in a place where my heart is. Because I've used my head a lot already. How to meet and what to do and planning and this and that. Now I think I need to let go, So I thought I should be here this is the right place for me to share my thoughts and listen and learn, As this is like, everybody's standing out there and having tea and things like that, is sharing. And suddenly, this conversation went across to the person standing a little away, and they came across. I said, what's going on? What was the problem? What is the situation? And she said, oh, I'm also from America. So they greeted and introduced each other, and they said, what's going on? He said, this is what is the problem. The senator, I couldn't find him anywhere. So she asked, who is the senator? What is his name? And he mentioned. She was shocked. She looked quite taken aback, and she said, I am his secretary. You are his secretary? Yes, I am his secretary. Give me your papers. He's in Hawaii. I don't think anybody can reach him in these few months. Please give me your papers and I will fax it. He got the signature. Most times when you let go, and this is a true story, when we hold on, really hold on to something, it's never yours. It can never be yours. But the ability to know the reality and yet to let go, this is balanced outlook again. Holding on is extremity. If you're very content with everything, whatever people come and say, no, I have enough, I'm just so satisfied with everything, I'm fine. Is that okay? What do you feel? Is that okay? Too much of contentment. Contentment is good, but too much of contentment, even values need balance. So too much of contentment is what? Laziness. It's laziness. Too much of discipline. I'm very particular. This is the time that things have to happen. Punctuality, and this glass has to be here. If it moves a little bit, I'm not happy. It has to be that tidy, that clean, that perfect. So too much of discipline is what then? Stress. Any more thoughts? Forceful. Any more thoughts? Arrogance. Too much of discipline is stubbornness. Discipline is for you. You can't rub it on others. You can't say everybody has to be punctual. You are punctual, great, congratulations. Others all have to be punctual. This is not your value. Your value is only for yourself. But with others, you're flexible. That is a balance. You're very punctual, but you're flexible. And of course, you put it across a thought, it's good if you come in time, that's okay. But you're worried and worked up and thinking so much about it. Why did it not happen? You tend to think a lot when you go into extremity. And a whole lot of people are troubled when you go into extremity. And it could be an extreme good, but it's extremely difficult and bad. So to have that kind of balance, I remember just the center where we are, just next to the center, there is this finance building, finance department of a fertilizer company. They don't have enough place in their corporate office, so they have made one office next to our building. So it just so happened that there's this one person who came and took the meditation course, and then he really enjoyed the course, and he had a lot of questions, and he wanted to know more and everything. And then he asked my sister, I would like to come every day because it's just next door. I can just walk in and meditate and all that. I said, that's lovely, you can do that. After his meditation course was over, I must have messaged him a couple of times to tell him about some program or some meditation. He never came, and I didn't see him after that actually. He took the course and he must be practicing on his own, I don't know. A few days later, maybe probably a couple of weeks later, I saw him because we tend to see each other like we're on the same road, right? So he walked up to me and he said, Sister, I'm really sorry. I'm not able to take out time. I've got so many things, so many projects and this and that. I said, I don't understand. So why don't you come like in the morning, you start 5 minutes early from home because his house is not that far. So you can come and for 5 minutes sit in the meditation room, collect your thoughts, take a nice thought, and then go to work. 9, you can punch in and that shouldn't be a problem, is it? That sounds good. I'm going to do that, sister. That's a lovely thought. Okay, he never turned up. I never saw him 5 minutes before 9. I never saw that. And then after a while, then again, I meet him. Unfortunately for him, I had to meet him. So he comes up very excited and says, I'm really sorry. I couldn't come all these days. And you have to find some way for me. I said, how about after work? You're done with your work by 6 or something. 5 minutes next door. Sit in the meditation room. Little relax yourself. Go back home. I think that's a good thing. Sister, I don't know why I didn't think about it. And he went, I never saw him. I never saw him. And so one day I was just walking by, I was going for a walk, and I see him there. And usually I have started avoiding him eye to eye because I don't want to make someone guilty all the time whenever they see me. So I said, I better avoid this. And I was just walking away. And he was standing outside and talking to somebody. He was with his bike and this another man on his bike, and they both are talking. I walked away, and then I think it must have been another 40 minutes or something, and I came back. And as I was approaching the center, and I see him is still standing there talking to his friend, a colleague, whatever. He ran from there and he came to me. Didi, I know what you're thinking. I said, I'm not thinking anything. What do you mean, what am I thinking? He said, you are thinking, Didi, that I'm wasting my time. I said, मैं कुछ नहीं सोच रहा हूँ ऐसे. I'm not. He's saying, sister, but I was wasting my time. 40 minutes I was standing there and talking just about nothing good. When we talk about balance, when we talk about how to manage time and how to have, balanced amount of time at home, at work, with things that you enjoyed, leisure, everything, you can never do through your schedules and planning and your books and meetings. It doesn't happen that way. If you're thinking right and you're speaking right and you're not investing too much energy where too much talking is going on and not too much into actions which is not accurate, you will save a lot of time. I'll give an example. You're driving a car, let's say. And when you're driving the car, usually it's quite comfortable. There is mostly AC inside. Yeah, you know how to drive. It's not an effort. Oh, now I have to put my leg on the accelerator. Oh, now I have to put on the brake. You don't have to think that. It's so natural. You do that and you drive around the whole city. It's a most comfortable thing and a lot of people really enjoy it also, right? But then a lot of people have come up and they said, sister, itna driving karna pada, itna driving, I got so tired. I'm so tired because I drove from, that place to here. I always tell them, you're not tired because you were driving. You were tired because you're thinking about every other driver around you. ये देखो कैसे चला रहा है, देखो कैसे, ये क्यों नहीं, why doesn't he start faster? These thoughts tire you. Not driving, never. Your work doesn't tire you. What you think about your work tires you. I'll give you an example. There is this glass of water. Yeah. Now I have a very simple task which has been given to me, that I have to pick up that glass from here and place it here. How many thoughts do I require to pick up this glass from here and place it here? You're all sure it's only one thought, not 2 or 6, no? Just one thought. Now let us say I've been given this task and I have to lift this glass from there and place it here, and I'm thinking, why is it only I have to do everything? Why can't others do it? And probably everybody's taking advantage of me. 30 thoughts in the place of one thought. Won't I get tired? This glass is very simple. It does not require so many thoughts, but I'm habituated to think and think and think about everything. Today in the morning, I was talking to somebody, and it's all about their daughter's university, that where she has to go and why she has to not go there and so on and so forth. But there is so much of, energy. I was just talking to the daughter a few, days ago, and I told her how simple it is when your parents are putting across something that they want you to do. You have to put across what you want to do. That's all you have to do. But then you're saying, oh, leave me alone. I'll do what I like. You're being selfish because you want me to do what. This is a whole lot of words and lot of thoughts not needed. Not needed at all. And the more rigid we are, the less flexible others are. That's what happens. So it is about what I should speak at the right time. It's not about I speak the best thing and the most beautiful thing at the wrong time. Pathetic, isn't it? I was mentioning the other day, there was this man who was working in one of these IT companies, and he had his team head coming up to him and he said, "Arey, jaldi jaldi kar, boss ko gussa aayega." He said, "Change the way you're speaking." I said, "What do you want me to speak? What do you want me to say? You want me to say, kuch nahi karo, aaram se baithe raho, kuch nahi karna." ऐसे मैं बोलूं क्या? My role is to see that you work. तो जल्दी जल्दी कर. He said, "No, change the way you're speaking." So what do you want me to say? Then tell me, what do you want me to say? Huh? He said, "You're saying jaldi jaldi karo, boss ko gussa aayega." Say, "Jaldi jaldi karo, boss खुश हो जाएगा." है ना? बोलना तो वही है ना? Lot of people say, "Sister, calm. If we remain very calm and all that, people will eat us up." You should know the technique. Like the brother said, methodology. But unless there is no stability here, where I haven't invested any energy to grow my spiritual strength inside, then I can't balance. Somebody was saying, you said this, so he's upset. Don't say that. ठीक है बहन जी, हम बात करना ही बंद कर देंगे. What is this? This is not the right, way of seeing things. पर करना ही नहीं, बात ही नहीं करना है तो करते रहना है. अब बात बहुत करते हो, चलो बात ही करना बंद कर देंगे. कैसे होता है? It is very easy to go into extremities, very easy, from one end to another, but you have to come in between. And to come in between, it's like the hub of that wheel, the bullock cart wheel. And there is this thing in between which is very, very strong, and it stays right there. And because it is strong, the whole, the wheel spins beautifully. Whether it's your relationship, whether it's your responsibilities, whether it's your connections, whether it's your health, everything works in a systematic way because you're investing proportionally your energy in every direction. I saw somebody not midnight, it was like 11ish. And we had a couple who had come from Mumbai, and I was showing them around. And there's this necklace road, and there's a beautiful view. And so they had come back from sightseeing, and they said, "We have no time, we have a flight tomorrow, please take us." So we took them, and they were seeing. And then I saw one familiar person running at 11 o'clock in the night. And I thought, oh my God, who is this person I know very well? And what is he doing running here? So when we stopped the car, I called him and said, "Brother, what are you doing here?" He said, "Sister, I ate a gulab jamun today. So I'm running." I said, "But you have a 2-month-old baby at home, your wife. They must be worried what you're doing. And if they call you, are telling, 'I'm running on Tang Bund, I'm running because I ate gulab jamun.' Does it make sense? You are thinking about your health. Congratulations. Wonderful. Are you balanced? Something wrong? What am I obsessed about? if I am not investing my energy in the right direction, usually it creates trouble. Right? See, I happened to be talking to someone, and they said, you know, I would really want to do something, for solving the problem at home. This was a group from Bharat Petroleum, and there was this person who heads, and he got up and he said, I have to be honest. I said, what is this honesty? What is it that you want to share? He said, I have a question for you. There is, myself and my wife, we get along very well. We have no problem. But there are certain bickerings that happen between us, which is, it actually has an impact on my work too, naturally, because it troubles me. I said, what is it? He said, it's very funny. So what is it? He said, the thing is, I don't have the habit of, taking care of my own things, especially when I open cupboards, right? Whether it's my clothes cupboard or any cupboard, I don't close it. I said, why don't you close it? As simple as that. When you open it, you just close it. So no, I don't close it. I just remove my things and I get very busy with the things. I don't close. And there is this habit from my childhood that, I have my wet towel, I come from the bathroom, and then I throw the wet towel on the bed. Because I'm very much for getting dressed and I'm quite occupied with that, So what happens? Because there's so much fighting, so much argument, and it's been happening for so many years now. My wife says, why do you throw this wet towel? Why don't you close your cupboards? And all the time, there is nagging, continuous nagging. Even if the whole situation is over and in the evening I come back home and eating, she'll start, you are the one who will throw wet towels on the bed. You do this, you do that. Sister, I'm having a hard time because all the time this is the argument at home. So what do I do? There's nothing that one can do here. Even if I don't want to think about it, I'm thinking. So if you're telling me don't think too much, it's not working because I tend to think. I said, you know what? If you have to stop thinking so much about it, you have to find the right method, what you're supposed to do. When she's doing it and she's telling you you're doing this and I have to go and close all your cupboards behind you, and you're saying, please stop talking about it. Okay, finish. I will not do it again. This is what you say? He said, yes. Every time, and she won't accept my apology. I don't think so she ever will. You know what you have to do? It's at any given time, sometime. Not during that time, but later on. You should go up to her. I asked her, what's her name? He said, that is Shilpa, okay? So you go up to her and say, Shilpa, what would I do without you? Without you closing cupboards and removing these wet towels? Where would I be? Because of you, I am able to do anything in my life. You are so great. You are being so patient and tolerant with me, Shilpa. You are there, so I am there. You say that. Sister, what will happen? I said, will she complain again? No, sister, she won't. If I keep saying that, do that. That is balance. But I'm sure it's very clear she is contributing, in your life. There was somebody who had come and I told him, appreciate, just appreciate your wife. Because she was getting up in the middle of the night and she's getting these thoughts to jump from the third floor where they are. She just wants to jump. So I thought this is very dangerous. Either she has to go to a psychiatrist, get some medicine or something like that, because this is not good. So I spoke to the husband. I said, she's getting these thoughts. Bhai sahab, kuch to karna hai na, kyunki these thoughts are coming. Nahi Benji, don't worry, I will lock the balcony. Problem wo hai kya? वो नहीं तो और कुछ, something else you'll find. Why are you not understanding, brother? So, okay, sister, what do I have to do? I said, appreciate. I said, what I should appreciate? I said, like food, like she's cooking. You said, thank you, such a lovely food you made. Benji, मैं झूठ नहीं बोल सकता. I said, then, it's very difficult. You have to find a way to appreciate. And nothing got into him, even though we had a long conversation, it didn't get into him. So, I just left it at it. And I told her, I encouraged her to go and meet a doctor. I don't think she did that either. And it just so happened that another 2 months later, she came alone to meet me. And she said, sister, now I'm getting very different thoughts. वो thoughts नहीं आ रहे कि I want to jump. मैं रात को 2 बजे उठ के बैठती हूँ और इनको देखती हूँ, मुझे लगता है पत्थर लेके उनको मारूं. मैंने कहा बाप रे, that is terrible, huh? Why are you getting such a thought? I don't know, sister, don't worry, I'm not going to do it. I said, no, it's not about doing, but this thought is wrong. So immediately I called Ajay bhai, Ajay bhai, aap aake milna, please, aaj sham ko, from work you come. He said, I'll come. So I can't tell him this, no? I can't tell him your wife is getting such a thought. So I just told him, bhai sahab, please think, she's feeling low, appreciate karo aap. नहीं सिस्टर, क्या अप्रिशिएट करना है, घर जाते जैसा चेहरा ऐसा उतरा हुआ ऑल द टाइम. शी इज़ नेवर हैप्पी, नेवर शी इज स्माइलिंग, शी ऑलवेज हैज प्रॉब्लम. क्यों मैं क्या अप्रिशिएट करूँ दैट यू आर ऑलवेज मूड ऑफ? आई सेड नो, कुछ तो होगा भाई साहब, अब सोचो. आई लेफ्ट इट एट दैट एंड आई केप्ट टॉकिंग टू हर ऑन द फोन ऑन एंड ऑफ. And then one day, I don't know how much time later, quite some time later, he came up. He just walked in and said, sister, आपका जो है ना मेथड वो काम कर रहा है. मैंने कहा अच्छा, what did you do? He said, sister, I racked my head to think, अभी कौन सी चीज़ में appreciate करना है. I kept on thinking, and then I remembered something. That from the day when we got married, I had told her that when I eat cucumber salad, I like it cut long. और उसमें नींबू and नमक डालते मुझको अच्छा लगता है. But not like that, just slicing it. That I don't like that slice, but I like it like this. I had just mentioned, and in this 20 years of marriage, sister, she's never cut it like this. She's always cut like this. I know this is a little difficult than slicing, but she's done that. I said, okay, so what did you do? I went up to her and I told her, hey, Ramya, I want to tell you something. What? You cutting cucumber like this, so many years, great you are. You never cut like this. Because, he really worked on this thought. And he went and told, sister, you won't believe it, that evening I went home, she's like smiling, ear to ear. That's what he said. Ear to ear, she's smiling, she's full of, energy. Very little energy you can apply and not think so much. Because many situations you don't require to face so much and put in so much of thought, so much of tolerance. कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. But we invest because we're thinking too much. We think too much into things. Well, absolutely, there's nothing there. See, I'll give you another example. A couple had come and he said, sister, she's been fighting with my mother for the past so many years. So many years she's been fighting. They both fight all the time and both are mood off. And I earn, I work hard and I come home for what? किस लिए मैं कर रहा हूँ? When they are not happy at home, nobody is happy at home. So sister, you should teach her meditation and you should see that she is happy and she should feel good, what? So I thought I want to hear from her also, her part of the story. So I looked at her and she was like blank expression. Nothing, like there's nothing to talk to you about, like that. Suddenly this man got a call, So he got up, he took this phone and he walked out. He said, sister, 2 minutes, I'll take this call and come back. I said, okay. He went out. As soon as he went out, she got up from that corner of that couch and she came running to me and sat next to me and said, दीदी वो आने से पहले हम बात कर लेंगे ना जल्दी जल्दी. मैंने कहा क्या बात करना है? सब ठीक है ना? नहीं बहन जी मैं बताती हूँ. Whatever he is saying is true. I and my mother-in-law have been having these fights for a long time now. ये कोई नई बात नहीं है. We're fighting. But the problem is not me. And the problem is not my mother-in-law. The problem is him. कमाल है, आप दोनों लड़ रहे हैं और कह रहे ये इनका है, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? He said, मैं बहन जी मैं रो रही हूँ, मेरे मदर इन लॉ भी रो रहे समझो. And he comes home. What should he do? He should come to me and say, why are you crying? Why are you crying? I said, look, your mother is like this. She said this. Oh, my mother is old. She's not going to change. He should say that. She's not going to change. छोड़ ना उनको. मैं हूँ ना तुम्हारे लिए. तुमको जो चाहिए मेरे से मांगो, मेरे से बात करो. मैं हूँ ना तुम्हारे लिए. And the same thing he should do for his mother because a mother also has nobody, He should go to his mother and say, Mama, क्या हुआ? तुम्हारी बीवी ऐसी वैसी. मेरी बीवी ऐसी है मम्मी, जिद्दी है, छोड़ देना उसको. मैं हूँ ना मम्मी तुम्हारे लिए. Huh? I am there for you. Whatever you want, you ask me, you talk to me. Forget about her. He does nothing of this kind. Nothing he does. He stands there and says, be happy, be happy. कैसा होता? कैसा होता बताओ? He is investing a whole lot of energy where he wants to tolerate there. करना क्या है? Tolerate करना है वहाँ? Contribute करना है. You have to contribute your energy there. हाँ, जैसे साक्षी, हिंदी में कहते हैं साक्षी बनना माना दोनों लड़ रहे, मैं देख रहा हूँ, बस लड़ लो, अब क्या करो? No, that is not how it is. Most of the time, we are contributing very beautiful qualities where it's not needed. And we get very bogged down by that. इतना मैंने सहन किया, अरे करने का कौन का, किसने कहा सहन करने का? What is it? अरे मैं इतना पॉजिटिव भी बना तो बैलेंस भी होनी चाहिए रियलिटी का. सिस्टर, आई वांट टू डू दिस बिजनेस. क्यों करना है? मेरे को अच्छा लगता है. अच्छा लगना कोई रीजन है बिजनेस करने के लिए? There has to be you have a very practical head. You have beautiful ideas to go and get somewhere you want to achieve. But at the same time, you should also know whether you can take up those risks. Whether you will be able to face all the things that happens in business. Are you there? Do you know about that? If that kind of balance is not there, now nobody can teach you balance. You can't teach yourself balance either, even if you tell yourself, कल से ना मैं ज़्यादा बात नहीं करने वाला. कल से ना मैं बहुत प्यार से सबके साथ व्यवहार करूँगा. कल से ना मैं बहुत डिटैच रहूँगा. हो सकता है क्या? Always extremities. If I have to have the right balance, as I said, I have to be right in between. To come in between is to be influenced only by yourself. To be in between is to be spiritually strong. Very good foundation. When you are spiritually strong, automatically it balances. And spirituality is not about sitting somewhere on Himalayas and doing tapasya for hours together. No. It's not that. For everything that I do, I'm investing one beautiful thought. I will have to. Nothing is mundane and ordinary. I don't go rush through life with one thing after another, one thing and after the. No. It's not about just doing. It's about being, and this 2 minutes, I'm taking the right thought and going ahead. And how many thoughts can I collect in the whole day? Matters. It really matters. So you're sitting here. You're going to sit here for another quite a few hours, I think so. But while sitting here, the thought you take, of course you're listening to all the nice things coming your way, but at the same time you're sitting here and you're thinking, everyone who's sitting here are wonderful people. And I'm sure, they must be going through whatever they're going through in their own life story, but then I wish them all well. I wish them good. I wish them a whole lot of energy and patience. Can you think that? This moment, can you take that thought? Go ahead. Just for a minute. Think about everybody who's sitting here. Okay? You can do it. Was it difficult? Was it easy or difficult? Easy. if you can add these little moments all through the day, for everything that is happening around you, you are able to contribute automatically, and you will be remembered. You'll be remembered. The more the balance you have, the more blessings you receive. Automatically. You don't have to go tell someone, please have good wishes for me, please pray for me, please meditate for me. कोई ऐसे पूछते हैं आके, please बेंजे हमारे लिए meditation कर. You don't have to ask anybody. You know you're going the right direction because you have that balance. To wish good. I was flying, like when I just mentioned you're remembered, and personally, there is someone, I was flying from India, from Hyderabad to Mumbai, I think. I don't really remember where I was flying, but there was this air hostess I remember even till today. I happened to be in that flight, and there was this man sitting next to me. It was a Sikh, with the turban and all. So he was very tall, and he had a middle seat. So he was finding a little uncomfortable, I'm sure. And I offered him whether he wants to sit on the aisle where I was sitting. He was quite reluctant, and he said, no, main theek hu and all. But I could see he was very uncomfortable. And I think he was the busiest man on that plane. Why? Because he had 3 mobile phones, all ringing with different tunes. Each one he'll pick up and tell, मैं तो अभी बैठ गया, मैं अभी निकल रहा हूँ, but पहुँच जाऊँगा and all. For all the phones, he is answering and telling the same information. And the air hostess had to come and say, put off the phone because we are taking off. And all through that, I think 1 hour flight, he was very restless. Maybe something he has to reach Mumbai very quickly. I don't know what it was. But as soon as we landed, and he was on the phone again, all his phones are ringing again. I said, मैं अभी बस बाहर निकल रहा हूँ, but this madam in front of me is not letting me go. अब वो madam मैं हूँ. अब my luggage has got stuck. And is not coming out, and he's so restless. I'm sure he has to go something important. So I said, he's laughing and he's talking and he's complaining and all. And then finally, before I could take that luggage out, he tried to get out from the back one, back door that was also open or something. I don't know. I came out. Usually in Air India, I don't expect much from an air hostess because usually they have the gesture like this, but what gesture jo hai aur unka chehra doesn't match. Because they're saying namaste, but the face, the kind of feeling they give you is that, come on, jaldi ghar jao, mujhe bhi ghar jana hai, chalo, like that. So I was just, I would just keep looking at her and walk out. Before I could do that, this lady, she looked at me and she said, Om Shanti. I said, oh my God. She knows Brahma Kumaris. So I made little way and then asked, Brahma Kumaris? She said, no, I don't know Brahma Kumaris. But I went and asked somebody, who is she in this white sari? Is she a nun? Is she a nurse or whatever? They said, she's Brahma Kumari. वो Om Shanti करते रहते हैं, So she said, that's exactly what I am telling you, Om Shanti. So I said, you know what? You know what Om Shanti means? She said, no. I said, Om means I am the soul, Shanti is peace. That is, I am peace. So when you respond and you say Om Shanti, so you are peace. I am peace, you are peace, no trouble please. So she smiled, and I was going to go out, and this man, that Sikh man who was the busiest man, he was rushing out too. He came right behind me and he was rushing out. And as he was rushing out, she looked at him and she said, Sat Sri Akal. He stopped. He said, madam, you made my way, Sat Sri Akal. And he started talking Punjabi. And she said, no, I'm from Kerala, I'm not Punjab. But he said, madam, you made my day. He was very, his face was very cheerful and he was so happy. He said, you made my day. And he walked out. I said, this lady can get paid, whatever she's being paid, by just standing there with no expression. She's paid for it, fine and good. She's not going to get paid even 1 paisa more for saying Om Shanti to me or Sat Sri Akal to him. But she made his day, and I can understand that she added color, fragrance, and spice in a most mundane job. That is what balance is all about. You have your values, they can't be bottled up. And they have to be expressed as the right time, the right place. Now you can't discriminate. यहाँ थोड़े ना values चलेगा, यहाँ चलेगा. To be able to contribute at the right time. Such an impact. I think that was her signature. And I remember her. I don't know where she is, but I remember her many times. Whenever I'm on Air India, I look around. I don't know where she is now. It's been so many years. You're remembered. Because that becomes your signature. What I'll do now, I'll show you a list of virtues. You have a list of virtues here. In this list of virtues, I'd like you all to select that virtue that defines you. Don't be very judgmental about yourself. Don't think, oh my God, I don't have it all the time. No, predominantly which is there in you. From the time of your childhood till now, and you're watching yourself, see yourself as an observer and see, that time and time again, this virtue has supported you, helped you, even took you to your peak moments. And for the world of it, you will not be able to live without it. It's a part of you. And a whole lot of people, especially your family members and people who work with you, can recognize this is what defines you. Yeah? So there is this, is this showing? Yeah. There is this list. There are 36 virtues. I'd like you to pick up that one that defines you. I'm sure all the 36 virtues are within you. There's no question about that. But there are a few very predominant. But I'd like you to select one. Did you? Do you need some more time? No? Now we'll do a small exercise. I know it will take 5 minutes, but that's okay. What I'd like you all to do is to reintroduce yourself. So let us say my name is Shanti and I have no peace in my life. तो नाम का क्या मतलब है? A lot of people have names that don't define them at all. So whatever you selected right now should be your name, because that defines you. So what I'd like you all to do is to go up and meet everyone here, because I don't think you got an opportunity to meet each other here. But I'd like you all to meet each other, but by introducing yourself with that virtue. You're going, for example, you're going to go up to somebody and say, hello, I am Patience. And the other person, for example, would say, oh, nice to meet you, Patience. I am Contentment. Oh, nice to meet you, Contentment. Now, I remember there was this company I was doing this program in. They all know each other very well. So people are just going up and introducing themselves, I'm Patience and all. And there's this man, he's looking at, what? Patience? Don't do that. Don't do that. Respectfully look at each other and know that that's who they are, they're truly what they are. And greet them with that, that kind of vision. What we call as a spiritual vision, that you're seeing them as diamonds who have this virtue. That's how you look at, with that kind of value and respect. Nice to meet you. And you move ahead. How many of the people you can meet in this 5 minutes? It's lovely. You get this opportunity to meet each other. And please listen to the other person. When you are speaking about, your virtue, you are introducing yourself, see that the other person also is saying, and you listen to that. I remember somewhere else I said, I'm enthusiasm, but he's not even listening to the other person. No, it's not like that. Look at each other. With the vision of good wishes. We'll try that. And for this exercise, you have to get up and walk around. Go ahead. Okay, we get back. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy meeting each other? And reintroducing yourself? Yeah. So, what is your name, brother? Huh? What is that? Courageous. Thank you so much. I'm glad you didn't tell your name, you know? Yeah, okay. Your name, brother? What is that? Cleanliness. And your? Honesty. And yourself behind? Cooperation. And behind it? Appreciation. Yourself? Who's in white there? Yeah. Yes, tell me, all of you. Honesty, simplicity. Yeah. So the thing is, to be able to remember this again and again and again is awareness. Bringing about that awareness that I am this. I'm not ordinary. I have this virtue of simplicity. I have the virtue of honesty. And with this virtue, I can make impossible possible, and I have made things impossible possible. I have made difficult things easy. We'll do another exercise connected to this. Anita Ben will do this. We'd like at least 5 of them, Anita? 5 of them to come up on the stage? 5. Any 5 of you can come up on the stage. No tricks involved, it's simple. Yeah, come, please come.
Yeah, straight line facing them. We'll be giving you this one slip each. You'll have to read it out. It's like you're enacting the role. Try and put as much feeling in it as possible.
Like you're all working in one department, you know, like that. So you're speaking out to each other. माइक वहाँ तक जा सकता है? माइक वहाँ देना.
This one.
You keep it and you give that to them. Okay, whatever.
Okay, give that. You can start reading one by one. So you can start with as much feeling as possible.
Like you're telling others in your department what you feel. It's like that. Yeah.
Okay, it's like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can turn this side so that everybody can see you. Yeah.
See you.
People criticize me for everything. I don't know, I do everything for people. I always like to help others. But whenever I see everybody criticizing me, everybody complaining about me, I don't know why they do like this. I've done a lot for people.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. People criticize me.
Yeah, people criticize. Yeah.
Next one.
Next
Can you
time.
pass on the mic?
What is this? Nobody taking any responsibility here. I have to do everything. Is it my work? Everything I have to do? Nobody is taking their responsibility. I have to do every responsibility with myself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice. Very
It
nice.
is so difficult for me to work with people. I don't know how to handle the people.
Whatever I do, no one appreciates me.
I never get good results in spite of so much of effort. No good results at all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So you could visualize the scenario here. They're all working in one department. All of them are talking. They're just expressing the feelings. They're just thinking aloud, let's say. So it's a nice scenario. Feel good? Are they feeling good? Is everyone else feeling good? And people who are watching, who are hearing, nothing is happening good here. So how to change this to positive?
Look at the list of virtues.
We wanted the slide. How to change this to positive? Sorry? Appreciating them. We should appreciate them. What should they do? Radhika has a very beautiful idea for this. So let's see how it looks.
Yeah. What you have to do, all of you, to see the list of virtues again and pick up that virtue you need to change that sentence to something positive. What is that virtue you think you require? For that, whatever you've expressed through that chit, what is that virtue you require? Even you can help them. So what is that virtue that you acquire so that you can change the sentence? And what would the sentence be? For what? Which sentence? For the lady, it is cooperation. So what should she say then? Her sentence was, it's very difficult to work with people. So what should the sentence be now? If you take up cooperation as the virtue. I'm very happy with everyone.
Cooperation from everyone.
But that's not the truth, no? That's not the truth. You're not getting cooperation from everyone. So, I will cooperate with everyone, okay, and? Pardon? Huh?
Tolerance.
Tolerance. That's quite heavy, eh? Any more thoughts? But you are on the right, huh? I am? I am self-confident.
Yeah,
Any-
for my,
yes.
for my sentence that no one takes any responsibility, we can turn it like that way that can we do some introspection like we have to at least take our own responsibility and we have to introspect ourselves what we are roles and responsibility we have to align with us. Introspection we can change that word.
So everyone should introspect.
Yeah. We can say, let's say, see, these are our responsibility with us, and I think we have to introspect ourselves what roles and responsibility, so that team can move ahead with their own responsibility.
I have to introspect myself where I should be able to contribute so that others are able to contribute better. Okay, thank you very much. So
For-
you were saying introspection is what is needed here in your thing. Okay, good. Yourself, brother?
My sentence was people criticize me for everything. So I start appreciating everyone for every little act.
Very good.
And I don't have any expectations for anyone. I know that it will follow.
So when you appreciate, what happens is that you may not even want it, but they would make it a point
Yes.
to appreciate you. It automatically comes back.
Comes back.
It comes back, yeah. Yeah. Any more thoughts? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mike, to brother.
So my sentence was, no one appreciates me. So rather than taking it negatively, I can say I'm determined to do this work irrespective of what others says.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
My sentence was, I never get good results in spite of so much of effort. So I should also introspect and see that why I'm not getting good result, or probably I'm expecting more,
Or maybe patience.
or maybe patience.
Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Every time we get at this point, it's important, it's a similar point like this. The first thought that should come into your mind is that I don't want to take this path. It's taking me, I don't know where it'll take me. It starts with one thought, why people are like this, and that's it. It can take you in a totally different journey, and it can create such a big sob story of yours. It's a never-ending sob story. So, at the very beginning of that little wrong journey, the wrong path, I have to see what is that virtue I require right now that can make it easy. Every problem you have, every problem you might be having, the solution is in this list. Right or wrong? I have little tolerance, little patience, little contentment. I have no problem. Because the person next to me has no problem with it at all. Because he has that virtue, which is little, more than me. So that's not a big problem for him or her. So if I have to be in the middle, I have to have this foundation very strong. And unless I don't remind myself that this is who I am again and again and again, it would just so happen that at any given time, I really don't know what is right, but whatever comes into my mind is what I do, or what I speak, or what I think. Automatically. Because if I know, I'm free. If I don't know, I really don't know, like brother has mentioned the methodology, I don't know, then I'm in bondage because I don't want to think about it, but I'm thinking about it. I want to let go, I can't. I want to say, ठीक है ना, जो हो गया past में जाने दो नहीं. And I wanted to do it, it didn't happen. ठीक है ना, उसमें क्या बड़ी बात है? To be able to, because it's not good for my health, it's not good for anything, because it has an impact in my relation, in everything that happens around me. But it can't happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. Chalo, balance aa gaya, fir spiritually strong ban gaye, sab. It's a journey. But the thing is, it takes every day a few steps. 1 or 2 steps. A lot of people ask me, sister, how many minutes should I meditate every day? It's not about how much time. How much dedicated are you with this process? And how much ever time you can and you want to. If you ask me, I started with 2 minutes meditation. You might wonder, what is 2 minutes? I would think I can't concentrate more than 2 minutes. And that's a good beginning. That's a good start. No problem with that. I always share this anecdote in most of my sessions. But before that, I also share this little story, which really happened, because it is so connected to the story that I tell later on. This really happened. This girl that, I met her in 2001 or something like that. And she was married and gone to Delhi, and she came back to Hyderabad in 3 months, and she wanted a divorce. And the worst part was, she was refusing to tell the reason of why she wants a divorce. So, who gets a divorce without a reason? So parents would keep on prodding and saying, tell us. They took her to a psychiatrist, they took her to an astrologer. They took her everywhere. And someone told them, teach her meditation, she'll open up. So then they brought her to me. And what will I tell her anything? What meditation she learned? She sat there and she said, sister, whatever you want to speak in 20 minutes, I have to go. So whatever I would speak, she's seeing everywhere in the room but me. जो बोलना है बोल दो, मेरे को सुनना नहीं है. And she would tell her father repeatedly, if you have love for me, get me a divorce. They asked the boy, what happened? He said, I don't know. You ask her. हम तो ठीक थे यहाँ. पता नहीं क्या हो गया उनको. ठीक है. So then she's coming every day, and her mama, her chacha, her father. So many people are calling me, tell her this, tell her that the 24-year-old divorce होंगे तो life क्या है and all that. So that she is not ready to listen. Now what am I going to tell her? So 4th day, I just happened to say, people don't change. It's very difficult for people to change. मैंने इतना ही बोला. She turned to me and she said, sister, you are right. मैंने कहा, I hit the target at last. I said, good. So, okay, so people don't change? No, sister, they don't. I said, whom are we talking about? She said, my husband. So she said, please don't tell anyone, sister, but I'm going to tell you the truth. What is it? Sister, I come from a cultured family. कैसे खाना, कैसे पीना, कैसे बैठना, कैसे चलना. My parents have taught me all that, and I've come from such a family. ये family में जहाँ मैं गई हूँ, इसमें कोई culture ही नहीं है. This man has no culture. Really? No. Why do you say that, sister? You should see how he eats. कैसे खाते? वो खाना कभी प्लेट में नहीं रहता, बाहर निकल जाता है. अरे बाप रे, हाँ, पूरा टेबल के ऊपर खाना है सब. Like that he eats. Oh, then you tell him not to eat like that. That's simple. For the divorce, why? Tell him, don't eat like that, eat with a spoon or whatever. Sister, he's saying, मैं बचपन से ऐसा ही हूँ. मेरे मम्मी ने मेरे को accept किया, तू कौन है? He's using the thing तू. Sister, what is this? I said, okay, कोई बात नहीं, बड़ा प्लेट लगा देना. Said, नहीं sister, I can't take a big plate to a restaurant or somewhere else. I don't think so I can do that. He is impossible to live with. Then I said, is that the only reason why you want to divorce him? He said, yeah. So I said, look, see, he must be having some virtues, no? She said, no, this habit के सामने वो सब cancel हो जाते. I said, ठीक है, इसके लिए दवाई है. Divorce क्यों करना? दवाई ले लेना. I should give it to him. नहीं, तुमको problem है ना? वो तो अच्छा खासा he is eating and he is happy. You are having a trouble, so you should take that medicine. But this is a medicine, you don't take it through your mouth, you take it through your mind. She said, what is that medicine? I said, every time he's eating his food, if you're there, you should think, I am a mother. She said, मैं कोई माँ नहीं हूँ. No, you are not. But when you become a mother, so does anybody teach you? Do you have to go to university to have love and compassion and all that for your child? No, nobody teaches you that. It automatically comes. That means it was already there within you. ये prepone कर दो ना, you know. अभी वो he is saying my mom has accepted me, so you think I am a mother, so वो acceptance आ जाएगा, and you will be able to clean it up and not feel bad. She says, sister, doesn't sound very practical. I said, नहीं, आप करके तो देखो 3 महीने. It's like a medicine. So every 3 times, whenever he's eating, I'm a mother. Smriti lao, no? It's like awareness. You keep building that on that. She built up the courage. She went back. And I was hoping that she would not call. But in 1 week time, she called up. She said, दीदी आपके लिए बहुत आसान है, आश्रम में बैठ के आप बता दे रहे, हमको तकलीफ है, मैं नहीं रहने वाली हूँ, मैं वापस आ जाएंगे दीदी. मैंने कहा देख सौम्या, दिस इज 3 month मेडिसिन है ये. 1 हफ्ते में थोड़े ना रिजल्ट आएंगे आपको. 3 month करो फिर बाद में देखेंगे. तो 3 month भी हो गया, 6 month. She never called. I was very happy. And then the next year she came down. The very day she came, I think the next day she came to meet me. I was, wondering, what is the conversation going to be. So simply I asked her. I said, everything is okay? She said, okay. Acha? I said, your husband is okay? हाँ, okay. अरे वाह क्या बात है. He is eating okay? No, but I'm okay. Situation वही है, but my threshold to accept it, my threshold to tolerate it, my threshold to know it's okay has increased. उतना ही चाहिए ना हमको. अपनी कैपेसिटी बढ़ जाए तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है? प्रॉब्लम है क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम के हिसाब से हमारी शक्ति नहीं है, कम है. शक्ति बढ़ाना है, बस उतना ही काम करना है. So the thing is, as I said, it's not going to happen overnight. If you have to build something in you, if somebody goes to a gym and works out, how much every day he works out? In Mumbai, they called us to inaugurate one very popular celebrity gym. Myself and somebody, we went there. And everybody, that is the time for the trainers. And all of them were standing in front of the mirror and doing this, continuously looking at themselves and doing that. I said, what kya practice chal rahi hai? Then I was talking to somebody and said, what do you do, sister? We have to train others. Celebrities aate, unke mood aise rehte, unke attitude kaise rehte. So we have to practice, If we are strong, if we look like bodybuilders, then we can tell them what to do. तो इसलिए मुझे हमको बनना है पहले. I said, do you miss even one day? ऐसा नहीं होता है. There is no thought also that we can miss even one day. We can't. Every day we do it. At least a few minutes, but we have to do it. Then I said, what happens when you keep doing it? We are prepared. We are really prepared then to teach others or to tell others. So I said, it's such a simple thing. If only I built my spiritual muscles here, I'll get the right kind of thoughts, no? At the right time. I'm prepared, na? कि वो जो थॉट चाहिए वो समय पे बाद में याद आएंगे तो क्या फायदा बताओ. तो संकल्प की सिद्धि है जो संकल्प रही समय पे आना चाहिए ना, वो टाइम पे आना चाहिए. वो बीतने के बाद आया तो gone. So this is this small little anecdote I read long back and I've always shared it in most of my sessions. This is about this lady who goes to a magician. A magician, somebody who makes this magic potions and things like that. So she goes up to him and she says, magician ji, आप मेरे लिए एक औषध बनाओ. Some magic potion banao. So that when I give to my husband, and if he were to drink it, he should feel love. अभी उनके अंदर तो only anger, and anger is only there. There is no love. So do you have something magical potion? He said, madam, yes, I can make a magic potion for you, but if you get me the whisker of a lion, then I can make that potion and give you. नहीं तो हम बना नहीं सकते। और ये शेर का विस्कर मैं कहाँ से लेकर, पता नहीं, लेकर आओ। It seems in the outskirts of her village there is that forest or something like that. कहते थे कि वहाँ शेर आता है पानी पीने। So she made up her mind, मुझे देखना ही है शेर को। So she went, and from a real long distance, she waited and waited for the lion, and the lion really came to drink water. So she was standing at a distance and she could watch that lion, and she came back home. But what she started doing every day was at that very time, that very exact time, she would reach the forest and see the lion and come back home. But the thing is, every day she will take 2 steps forward. ऐसे करके दो स्टेप लेके she was going on and on, slowly. And she came to a point in 6 months, she came very close to the lion. And then finally, what will she do? She tiptoed towards the lion finally, and she plucked the whisker. The lion said nothing. Chal, bhale, take kar jao, koi baat nahi. So she took that whisker and brought it to this magician. Said, finally, I've got the whisker with 6 months of effort, I've got it. So he watched it and he said, oh my God, this is a real whisker of a lion. He said, yeah, it is a whisker of a lion. Then he just threw it into the air. She started crying. She said, what is this? 6 months of effort, I said, phek denge. I said, madam, when you can tame a wild animal in 6 months, what is your husband? Really, what is it? Kuch bhi nahi. But what do I have to do? Every day, 2 steps at a time. 2 steps at a time. Somehow, in the destiny of what is happening in the world, you were brought here. Yeah? You didn't decide. You somehow were brought here. And I personally feel, and a whole lot of us feel, it's God who brought you here. Because of your set virtues, your qualities, your intentions, your thought has brought you. It matched him. Right? There is a purpose in everything that you do and what life you're living. There is some purpose and there is some contribution that you have to make. And you are making, in fact. But is brought you here to empower you. So when you carry these thoughts, it's about the theory that you're getting here every day. Of course, you have a little bit of meditation experience also. But the thing is, balance is when you take these thoughts and you think about it and see how much you're going to bring it into life. Unless it doesn't come into life, it's not taking those 2 steps at all. Yahan we cannot finish it. It has to come into what you do. Thank you so much for listening to me. Om Shanti.